Joe, I love it when you do the countdown, man.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is Anthony Marquez, better known as Kung Lao for Mortal Kombat. Make sure to like and subscribe to NerdCage Live. Be there. Us.
Yes, that is your hen. Very good.
NerdCage Nation, at long last, the streaming blockbuster hype continues once again as NerdCage Live gears up for another kick-ass watch party as we go into battle once again for the James Gunn Suicide Squad watch party on Thursday, August 19th, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 8 p.m. Central and 6 p.m. in the West. And we have assembled a Task Force X squad of our own. We got NerdCage host Mark Withers, filmmaker extraordinaire Yoko Higuchi, the manga man himself, Brian from Monstrosities, Toku Titan cast leader Titan Goji brings the ruckus, voice actor supreme Matthew Farden, Chicago's finest Dion McGill of Off the Beaten Podcast, the well-traveled Wild Band, and the king and queen of watch parties, Nick and Laura of the Review Roulette Podcast. The squad has been assembled. Thursday, August 19th. Be there.
Greetings, citizens! You're now trapped in a nerd cage with your hosts Mark and Jay. We hope you have a smashing good time.
You're about to witness the strength of geek knowledge. Hello and welcome. That's right, you're trapped in NerdCage Live. This ain't just a reaction show, but a debate show and a live discussion on everything that makes people like you and I tick. So thank you for joining us tonight. You chose us over the first NFL preseason game, so thank you for that. Please hit that like button and subscribe. I'm your co-host, Jay St. G, certified geek, 7 days a week, coming to you live from Syracuse, New York, and always among us, our moderator and troll hammer, Joe from Fallen 1 Gaming. Please introduce this colossal lady that we have in the cage tonight.
Everybody give a warm welcome for Kaiju Kim, everyone.
Yay! Hello, everybody. Thank you guys for having me on. This is awesome.
Yes, thank you for taking time off your busy schedule to be here with us tonight. Joe, who we got in the chat right now?
All right, we have Paul Tackett, we got Shay, we got Byron Kingsley, Laura Pitkins in the chat.
Hi, Laura.
Scott Bannock, Titan Goji,
Davis,
Byron Kingsley. Oh, I'm duplicating now. And whoever else, speak up. Let us know you're here.
Yes. Thank you for everyone coming in and hanging out with us tonight. Again, we're very happy to have Kaiju Kim here. So, for those who don't know Kaiju Kim, I'm just going to give you the floor. Just, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
All right, so I am Kaiju Kim. I run a YouTube channel where if I'm not falling off the face of the earth like I have this past month, I make video essays, film reviews, and wholesome and delightfully stupid content related to Godzilla and his fellow kaiju.
Yes, and all her links are in the description below, by the way. So sub her up.
Yes, please.
All right. So yes, you mentioned Godzilla YouTuber. Yeah, we have plenty of those on our on NerdCage Live. So the kaiju community has been so great to us. So first and foremost, Kim, just name your top 3 favorite Godzilla movies. I just want to know.
All right, so top 3. All right, number 1, Godzilla 2000. That's like my number 1 favorite. That's the first Toho Godzilla movie I saw on the big screen.
And so, that watch party was awesome for your birthday. I was there.
Oh, yeah, you were there.
I was there.
Fun.
It was fun.
Yes, you were. You were in the chat. Let's see. Second favorite. I think it would have to be, this is probably basic, but, Gojira, 1954. That's always a good one.
Of course.
That's always a good watch. And my third favorite, off the top of my head, it's kind of weird, but I'm wearing the shirt for it right now. Godzilla versus Megalon.
Oh yes! If Cole is here, he would be thrilled to hear that. Cole, Godzilla Gamer 77 is like the biggest Godzilla versus Megalon fan, and it's so funny hearing him worship that movie. But I listen, I like it too. Like, it's good, dumb fun. I feel like it's like one of those movies where like, for me, if I have like all the dudes over and we're hanging out, we're partying, whatever. If I want to like turn on a movie to like get everybody in the mood, to crack jokes and have fun, Godzilla vs. Megalon is like the ultimate like party movie. It really is. Just to get everybody in the crowd going. Joe, we're gonna have to like watch that one together one of these nights. So that being said, I kind of want to transition to that as well, because Joe, not a kaiju fan by the way, Mark, who's not here tonight, because for those who don't know, Mark, he said last week's watch. By the way, everyone who came to the Scott Program watch party, thank you. We had a blast and it was a great turnout. But if you missed that watch party, Mark came out and said that he's swamped right now and he's just taking a break from the live stream. So he'll still be here for the Suicide Squad watch party and other big events, but he's going to be focusing on our recorded videos and so on, and the editing and so on and so forth. So yes. So Mark's not really a big kaiju guy either. So Kim, just not necessarily your favorite movies, but like what movies would you recommend to someone like Joe or Mark who like are kind of like haven't watched a kaiju film, or maybe they want to like dip their toes in it? What movies would you recommend? Because it's fascinating how like every single kaiju YouTuber kind of has like different picks for what movies they recommend. So what would you recommend?
Well, I would recommend Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, because that has like, that introduces Godzilla's arch nemesis, and it's like a big kaiju brawl. It has like 4 of the Toho Big 5, so I feel like that's a very important Godzilla film to watch. Let's see, what else? Godzilla King of the Monsters 1956, if you don't feel like reading subtitles for 1954. That's like the Americanized version.
That's a good one. I never know. Everyone usually points to 54, but you're the first who said 56, so okay. And you're right. You make a good point.
Yeah, it's easier to digest if you don't, feel like reading subtitles, like I said.
Absolutely. And one more.
One more?
Yeah.
Let's see. Maybe Invasion of the Astro Monster.
Yes.
Off the top of my head, yes.
Shout out to Davis, because we did a watch party on Toku Titan cast for Monster Zero, and that was an absolute ball. And actually, that's my second favorite Godzilla movie. It really is.
I don't want everybody to think I've never seen a Godzilla movie before. I did watch Godzilla 2000 when it first came out.
And Joe, you and I drove to Rochester. You remember? We went to Rochester, New York back in 2005, and we saw Final Wars at a independent theater. So,
and I'm in a minority because I like a piece of Godzilla fan culture that Jason absolutely hates. I actually kind of like the cartoon, the old Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
All right, no judgment.
Yeah,
I grew up with it.
Yeah, I never. Even as a kid, I didn't like it, and it hasn't aged well either.
No,
but then again, none of those cartoons from that era aged well. Just saying.
Yeah, I only saw like parts of it. Like I know the theme song, but I never really sat through a full episode. I was like, I can't do this.
I think it's not just the animation; it's just that all the Godzilla's growl is just so.
Yeah, that's what turned me off. I was like, no, I can't.
Yeah, it's like Godzilla if they were owned by Disney,
I'm surprised Disney doesn't own Godzilla by this point.
We might want to
everything else.
start on that.
Disney, stay away from Toho, Disney. I don't ever want to see that happen. That's what Laura in the chat just said. She thought you were gonna say Godzilla 2000.
You know what? You're right. I should have said that, but I do recommend Godzilla 2000. It's a good movie. It's fantastic.
We'll throw that in as an honorable mention. But yeah. No. I like Godzilla 2000 quite a bit. It's kind of like middle of the road for me. My thing is though, I'm in the minority here. And I think it was after watching it at your watch party because it was like my first time like watching it in a long time. But I'm in the minority here. I prefer the Japanese cut over the American cut. I know the American cut enhances some of the scenes in there. I just can't get past the dubbing. I think the dubbing is like so off-putting, and I'm just like, yeah. I like the Japanese cut better of 2000.
But the dubbing is part of the beauty.
I'm sorry. I think
That's it. I'm leaving. But no.
Whoops. All right, good night, everybody. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I just think I guess I guess I've always preferred like subtitles over dubbing. I'm just not into dubbing. Okay, actually, I got a question for you. I want to ask you directly because you never responded to me. Did you watch Daimajin yet?
No, not yet.
I really want to hear your take on Daimajin when you watch it. So definitely watch it. I think the Arrow set like literally like just came out like recently. I'm not picking that up by the way because I already got like several copies of Daimajin, but yeah, I definitely want to hear your take on Daimajin because I think you will definitely like it. Which is gonna be my next question. What other like kaiju movies are you like outside Godzilla would you recommend, or what are some of your favorites?
I mean, everyone likes the Gamera trilogy, right? So I like that one.
I don't.
Okay, so not everyone likes the Gamera trilogy. All right, so almost everyone likes the Gamera trilogy. Okay, good.
Do
you like Gamera at all, or?
Man. I'm not a Gamera guy. Just like the trilogy and the Showa, it's just all the same to me. It's a giant turtle. I can't get past it. One of my dear friends.
Hold on, the trilogy is so different from the Showa era. What do you mean?
To me, it's the same. One of my friends brought those movies over. I'm saying the trilogy. He brought it over. He's like, you gotta watch these movies. It'll make you think differently of Gamera. I'm like, and after we were done watching, I'm like, no, it didn't.
I guess the Showa era kind of ruined it for you.
Well, it was between that and like Mystery Science Theater. Didn't help the cause either.
Oh yeah, that'll do
it. Yes, I know. This is Laura's already saying only cool people like the Gamera trilogy. Yeah, I'm not one of the cool ones. I'm fine with that.
On the other hand, I'm amazing.
All right. Oh, we got. Sorry, I'm gonna butcher this name. We got Paja.
It's Norton's Chin.
What's that?
It's Norton's Chin.
Oh, and under a different name. Okay.
Yeah, he changed his name.
Why did he make a new name that's hard for me to pronounce? But anyway, Norton's Chin.
Exactly why he made that name.
Yes, and Paul's getting on my case. I'm a hater. Yes, I'm a hater. Come at me. I don't care. If Kim wants to like go ahead and like defend the movie, by all means. There's no convincing me. Just saying.
Alright, I'm not gonna try and convince you. You can just watch my review on the trilogy.
Fair enough. Well, okay. Besides Gamera, any other like kaiju movies that?
War of the Gargantuas is always good.
Yes. Yes. Well, that's on my Mount Rushmore. Love that movie. Okay. Frankenstein or Gargantuas? Which one's better?
Frankenstein.
Okay. No. I get it. Like, I prefer Gargantuas because I feel like it's executed better and it's a lot more fun. But I will submit that Frankenstein's the better story. I will submit to that. But I just love Gargantuas more. Now, Frankenstein. Octopus ending or falling through the floor?
Good question. octopus because it just comes out of nowhere.
Yes! Davis! You heard it right, Davis. I know you're in the chat still. You hear that? Team Octopus all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. Octopus ending. Good. I was so hoping you'd say it. Okay, awesome. So at least we read that same wavelength right there. All right. One more. Any other kaiju flicks? One more out there. I'm just curious.
Don't we have a kaiju starfish coming soon?
Yes, tonight. He's referring to Starro and Suicide Squad.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I also like Rodan.
Yes.
Rodan.
I love Rodan's classic. That's actually one that I would recommend to anyone like dipping their toes into the kaiju genre. Honestly, I think Rodan's a really, really, really good movie. I know there's some like funny shots, with the Megalon, but I generally really love that movie. I was like it's got that 1954 feeling to it. It's like a really like doomsy, gloomsy movie. I love it. Okay, so again, I know that like I said, you're a big kaiju person, but I'm just curious. So, kind of going outside the kaiju realm and stuff like your outside stuff you do in your channel. What are some of your favorite movies in general? Like not kaiju films, but like movies in general or in TV shows that you're into. I'm just want to know. Good conversation starter.
All right, cool. So right now, my favorite TV show, it got canceled, but my favorite TV show is Once Upon a Time.
Okay.
Yeah, you haven't heard of it? For anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's basically Disney characters, but in the modern world and with a twist. And everyone's related somehow.
Okay, yeah, I know what show you're talking about. I never actually watched it. Okay. What other shows are you into?
Not many other shows, really. I'm really picky with my shows because everything is like, all right, so listen, I'm a very sheltered person. I'm very wholesome. I don't like to watch a lot of things that the mainstream audience likes. So I get it. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, everything is like violent and stuff like that. I know I sound lame, but it's just not what I'm into. It's not what I'm into. But other movies that I like are Jurassic Park.
Okay.
I'm looking over at my DVD towers over there, so give me a second. Let me just pick something up.
Oh, by the way, Brian from Monstrosities is in the chat. What's going on, dude?
Oh, hey, how's it going? I also like friggin' Dirty Dancing. That's a good movie, right?
Oh, yes. All-time classic chick flick here.
Yeah, and I also like Tim Burton films. Those are fun.
All right, what's your favorite Tim Burton movie?
Edward Scissorhands.
Oh my gosh, so it's funny because we actually had that debate with Big Jack Films on what's the best Tim Burton movie, and that was his pick too. Mine? Oh my god, I don't even remember. Oh, Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is my favorite, absolute favorite. And I think Batman '89 is probably a close second. And shout out to Monstrosity since Brian's in here. We actually just recorded. I guess I'm allowed to say it, but we just recorded a Planet of the Apes ranking video. And I don't care what anybody says, I like the Tim Burton Apes movie. Just saying. I know a lot of people hate it.
I don't know what people's problem with it is. I like it.
Thank you. I'm not the only one. And I know Davis just watched it recently too, and he didn't well, I know he didn't like it, but he didn't think it was the worst one. But yeah, I think that movie's great because first and foremost, it's got a really awesome cast. Carrie Tagawa Shang Tsung's in it. Michael Clark Duncan, I think, was the best part of that movie. Tim Roth was really good. My only problem with the movie is the main casting is Mark Wahlberg. I mean, I don't dislike Mark Wahlberg, but I just feel Mark Wahlberg was really the best. I just don't find him as a believable astronaut, fighting apes. At least not the same way that Charlton Heston carried it. But I love the Tim Burton Apes movie, and I really love the ending. But the best part, I don't know what your favorite part is, but my favorite part of that movie is that Charlton Heston cameo, where he's the sick ape,
the old ape dying in the bed there. Just love that scene. So thank you. I'm just glad that you agree that it's not a terrible movie, because I think that movie gets unfairly crapped on.
Yeah, a lot of movies get unfairly crapped on, like King of the Monsters 2019, for example.
You know what? I actually don't mind King of the Monsters. It's not. I think it's middle tier for me. Okay, it's no secret. I'm not a fan of the MonsterVerse as a whole. I hated GVK. I actually didn't mind 2019 because I feel like King of the Monsters had enough throwbacks in there that, like, okay, cool. And I thought the action was pretty cool, but like, and I understand the problems that people have with the movie. I just don't think it's like the worst thing ever. I actually generally like it. I just don't really like. I don't really like watch it frequently. I only watch it if I have like a friend over who hasn't seen it. But yeah, I think that movie did get crapped on more than it needed to, because I think it was personally I thought it was way better in 2014.
Same.
Because I hated 2014. That doesn't help my cause either. But I think like I said, King of the Monsters. I'll take among the Godzilla-oriented MonsterVerse movie. I think King of the Monsters is the best one. I think Skull Island is the best MonsterVerse movie. But the ones with the Godzilla in it, the 3 with Godzilla in it, I'll take King of the Monsters over GVK in 2014. Any day of the week, for real.
Same here.
How would you rank the MonsterVerse?
All right, so my favorite one is King of the Monsters, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Then would be GVK. I actually liked GVK.
I know.
You didn't
I know. I don't. It's good if it did. It didn't work for me. It just did. And then after GVK.
Yeah, GVK is good, at least in my opinion. And then Skull Island after that, and then G14 at the very bottom, because when I saw that movie in a theater, I was like, I didn't like it.
I'm with you. I guess what didn't work for me is obviously the cutaways, but my main gripe with that movie is, first and foremost, I was never a fan of Gareth Edwards because I didn't like Monsters. I don't know if you saw Monsters. I hated that movie. So when I found that he was directing Godzilla, I kind of already went into it like, oh, this is gonna be crap. But the whole tagline, when the movie was being promoted, the tagline of the movie was Godzilla begins, the world ends. So I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna get like an Americanized 1954. Godzilla's the bad guy, and this and that. We didn't get that. On top of that, Aaron Taylor Johnson, who I loved in Kick-Ass, by the way, he was god awful in this fucking movie, and he could not carry the movie at all. So that was my main gripe, is that it wasn't what I thought it was. You know, the impression I got from the trailer is not what we got in the movie, and I just thought Aaron Taylor Johnson is just freaking terrible. So, and of course I'm a huge Breaking Bad fan. I love Bryan Cranston, but they killed him in 20 minutes. So, yeah, so that movie just did not do it for me. That being said, I actually liked it more than GVK. I'm sorry.
Oh, that bad, huh?
Yeah. That's just my feelings towards that particular. But I love the merchandise though, because I got all the Funko Pops of GVK right up there, all the big ones, all the small ones, the Mechagodzilla, and everything. And to be fair to GVK, as much as I disliked it, I thought that Kaylee Huddle, yes, she best part of that movie, and she outacted all the other actors in the movie. So that's how I felt about the acting in that movie. The acting and this is just a damn shame because I actually like that cast. I really do. I'm a fan of everybody's other works in that movie, but Kaylee Huddle was amazing. The fact she was able to pull off what she did, given her disability and everything, was just absolutely amazing. I really hope she does more films, because she was like the only saving grace of that movie for me personally. That's all I got on GVK. Kim, are you into gaming at all?
Not really. I mean, I used to play Super Smash Brothers a lot, and Guitar Hero. I was obsessed with Guitar Hero at one point, but that's about it.
Who are your Smash mains?
Pikachu.
Okay.
And Sonic and Kirby.
Yes.
All the key characters.
Yeah, no, I'm a huge Kirby guy. Yeah, for me, real quick, I don't think I've ever said this on NerdCage Live. So my Smash mains, Samus. That's like my video game life, by the way. But yeah, Samus, Donkey Kong, Kirby, Luigi, because I root for Baby Brother. I like Mario, but like the Mario games, but Luigi's my guy. Team Baby Brother, Luigi. Little Mac, because I'm a boxing fan and I love Punch Out. Captain Falcon, because he's got the Falcon Punch, and plus I love F-Zero. And if we're talking like the newest Super Smash Brothers, I love King K. Rool, because I think he's a great character and a great like boss. Not to mention, shout out to the person who photoshopped that GVK picture and put the DK necktie on King Kong, and then put K. Rool's crown and cape on Godzilla. I actually love that picture. I wish I had that picture on me to put on the screen right now. But yeah, so those are my mains. But yeah, among like the cutesy ones, I love Kirby. Kirby's my dude. I always loved the Kirby games growing up. Sorry, my dog's here. I actually had my dog today for once. But yeah, Kirby, he represents life. He like sucks you in and spits you out. Chews you up and spits you out. That's what life is. And that's what Kirby is. So yeah, Kirby's life. And he makes pink cool for dudes.
I got the 3 S's. I got Samus, Snake, and Sephiroth.
I am not surprised Snake is one of yours, Joe. Because the PlayStation hat kind of gives it away.
Yeah.
So Guitar Hero, this is a good segue. So Guitar Hero, by the way, when Guitar Hero first came out, man, that shit was a blast. But I thought Rock Band was kind of a better party game. But yeah, so Kim, I know you're a big Evanescence fan and Lacuna Coil fan, so we talk a lot of music on NerdCage. Like we've had a lot of musicians on the show and whatnot. So I'm dying to hear like the bands and stuff that you're into and concerts you've been to. So go ahead and fire away on the music you're into.
All right, so let's start with Evanescence. All right, I've been obsessed with Evanescence for half of my life, ever since I was like 15 years old. Okay, that's actually the first concert I ever went to.
Nice.
It was actually it was 10 years ago. Like a few days ago was the 10-year anniversary of me meeting Amy Lee for the first time.
Lucky! That is awesome. So I was actually I almost met her in Buffalo at a it was a radio station festival out in Buffalo, New York, and like it was one of those unorganized like autograph lines where you get in the autograph line, right? And like it's a long ass line and the bands kind of like come and go. So I was like next to get Evanescence's autograph, all of them. And they got up and left. I'm like, no!
Oh, no!
I was this close, because I would have, trust me, I would have been starstruck to meet Amy, because I'm a huge fan, too.
I met her 4 times.
Lucky, oh my God. So you gotta tell me. Tell me about her. How was she in person?
She's so sweet. It was so amazing. I was starstruck too because I got to speak to her with words from my mouth, and it was great. And I got to hug her. So first time I met her 10 years ago, I was actually one of 200 fans to be on the set for the music video for the song "What You Want." So you can't see me in the video. You can see my hand for like 0.2 seconds, like doing like this or whatever.
So you got those famous hands.
But I'm in the behind the scenes footage. So if you look very closely, just look up.
Okay.
What Evanescence, What You Want behind the scenes, and you should be able to see my face a couple times. Yay! And then second time was after a concert in New York. I waited an hour and a half in the cold for her.
Nice. Was that the one where they had the orchestra?
No, that came later.
Okay. No, I was just curious because I missed that tour, so.
The Synthesis tour. That
yeah,
was
my cousin went, and he was bragging about, I want to fucking kill him. He didn't invite me to go. But yeah.
Synthesis tour. And then when she toured with Lindsey Sterling, best concert ever.
Yes, Lindsey Sterling, she's amazing. Joe, did you go to that show at the fair?
I was there.
Yes, that was amazing. That was sorry. So the New York State Fair, one of the last New York State Fair that we had before COVID, Lindsey Sterling played, and it was freaking awesome. Oh, and in fact, I think I got video up on my personal Facebook. I went Facebook Live a couple of times. I was.
Artemis tour is still going on right now, so.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, we got off topic. So, and then you said you met her 2 more times, right?
Yeah, I think the other 2 times were after an AOL interview. Like, yeah, I went to the live interview in New York. Nice. Yeah. And I got to talk to her, and it was good. It was nice. It was pretty. She's so pretty.
Yeah, she is. No, she's absolutely amazing. I just want to say that you mentioned What You Want. Actually, that's my favorite Evanescence album. That 3rd album, that self-titled album, that's my favorite album. I know a lot of people point to the 1st album. I like the 3rd album the most. That's just me. I feel like it's the heaviest one. It is pretty heavy. Their latest album is actually heavier. I like the newest one's pretty good. It's good. Yeah. The newest one's really good. I still like the 3rd album better, but the newest is really good. I enjoyed it.
I think my favorite is the 2nd album, The Open Door, which has my favorite songs.
Tell Me When You're Sober and
Lithium. Lithium's my favorite
That's
song.
the best. Lithium's the best song.
That is the song that made me fall in love with Evanescence.
Yeah, Lithium, and I think Cloud 9 is another song off that. Love that album. I think the 3rd one's still my favorite, but yeah, I think The Open Door kind of like, I feel like it's like the one that kind of gets overlooked the most. But yeah, that's a solid one. What other bands you listen to?
Well, I like Lacuna Coil. Like Laura says in the chat, I'm more of a Lacuna Coil fan, but I love Beast and Evanescence. But yeah, I like Lacuna Coil too. Yeah, I actually met them too a few times. I've met quite a few people, quite a few bands.
I love Christina. She's amazing.
Oh my God, have you seen them live?
Many times. Yep.
Many times. Yes.
My first time was at Ozfest back in '06, and then I saw them with Seven Dust. I saw them with Coal Chamber, and I saw them headline here in Syracuse. Yeah, so I think I've seen them like 6 or 7 times. I've lost count.
I lost count too. I always see them at Gramercy Theater. That they always play there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they come through Syracuse. If they don't come to Syracuse, they usually come by somewhere nearby, whether if it's New York or Albany or Rochester. They swing through here quite a bit. But I would love to have Christina on the show because not only that she's like amazing, but like she's a nerd too. Like she's into fucking gaming and like. Yeah, I think she'd be awesome to have on the show because she's like a huge gamer. In fact, she goes on Twitch all the time.
Yeah, she's so cool.
Yeah,
I want to be her friend.
Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with the lore of our show, but if it wasn't for Jay's extensive radio career, we wouldn't have this show right now.
I was a broadcast student, so that's why like this is kind of like my this is where I kind of get to flex my broadcasting skills. I'll say that. I never got to get paid in broadcasting. I did more like off-air stuff and off-air promotions. I never got to be on air. I did in college, just not like professionally. So this is why I kind of wanted to get into YouTube. Any other bands? What other bands? Because I know there's more out there. I just want to know.
Yeah, so I am mostly into female-fronted bands. As a matter of fact, I used to have a channel centered around female-fronted rock and metal bands.
Oh, awesome.
Hailstorm.
Yes.
I'm also into Epica is cool, Within Temptation.
Yep.
Yeah, but I also like Metallica, a little bit of Avenged Sevenfold. Let's see, Shinedown's cool.
Excellent.
All those people. Yeah.
Yeah. So, wow. So I gotta ask. So you had another channel. What is it? What are you doing? Are you doing anything on that channel or no?
No, it's been dormant for quite some time now, but I used to do like reviews on bands and albums and stuff like that.
Oh my God. I'm just giggling a little bit because I actually had a previous channel too, kind of in the same realm. It was called Metal Couch Cast. I would like to bring it back sometime, but my first stint at YouTube was Metal Couch Cast. It was me and my two buddies sitting on the couch talking about whatever like metal news that broke, or like we did like album reviews and whatever. And I did interview a couple. I interviewed Life of Agony, who I also had on this show, by the way, too. So yeah, the Metal Couch Cast was my first YouTube stint, but it was kind of hard between the three of us and our producer, who was kind of like filming and editing our videos. It was kind of hard for us to keep maintain it and like keep it going and everybody on the same schedule and on the same page. But it's dormant. If anyone wants to check out Metal Couch Cast, shameless plug. If you go onto the NerdCage main page of NerdCage there, and you go to like affiliate channels or whatever, Metal Couch Cast is in there. So if you want to see Jay St. Jude prior to NerdCage, go ahead and watch and go ahead and like I think
you have a couple Couchcast fans here because they're saying destroy something.
Yes, that was our slogan, Scott. Thank you. But yeah, I missed it. Okay, so Metal Couchcast, we plan someday. I don't know when. I don't know how. It will likely be live stream like this. I do want to bring it back someday. So that's why I haven't deleted the channel, because you know what? When the time's right, when I'm ripe and ready, we'll bring back Metal Couchcast. But for now, I'm married to Mark and Joe and NerdCage Live, and that's my main focus. And I want to make this channel grow, and then when the time's right, Metal Couchcast will be back. But yeah, no, it's funny you mentioned that. Yeah, so like my first YouTube, just like you, was music related. And I do miss doing it, so that's why I love what we do here, is because not only that we talk movies, TV shows, comics, and games, we talk a little bit of music too, and a lot of our base audience seems to like the same bands that we do. So that's why we find it appropriate. Like, you know, we've had bands perform on here, we've interviewed a couple, you know, other bands here. So yeah, and like we were just talking about, Christina Scabia would be perfect for our channel, because not only she's an amazing musician, but she's also into like Street Fighter and what other games that she plays on Twitch. So so yeah, I understand where you're coming from. We did the music thing first. Do you have the itch to bring that one back or no?
Every once in a while, I'll like, no, I kind of miss doing it, but then I look back at my old videos, and before I knew how to like light a video properly and all the crappy audio.
I have to find it. What was it called?
Kim Likes to Rock.
Kim Likes to Rock. Okay, there you go, people. So Kaiju Kim is also Kim Likes to Rock. So subscribe to that channel too. And I'm gonna have to check that out myself.
You know what? There's actually a video on there that has quite a few views. It's called How to Be a Good Fan. It's about, you know, like addressing all the toxic behavior of you know, the fandoms. Yep. So I was thinking about remaking that video for the Godzilla fandom.
You should put some of these toxic fans in their place. So yeah. One of our videos is kind of funny on my last channel. I think our most watched video, and I haven't checked, but last I knew it was at 3,000 views, but our most viewed video was when we reviewed Metallica's, at the time, their latest album, which was the Hardwired to Self-Destruct. That we reviewed that, and we kind of got, it's funny, so we got crapped on for that video, because being the Metallica fans that we are, like, we kind of went like hard, like, we still gave the album a great review, but any critique we had, all the redneck Metallica crybaby fans came at us, and like, yo, like, Metallica's so good, so if there's something we want to criticize, we're going to criticize it, you know? But that was our most viewed video, was our Metallica review. And I'm actually really proud of that video, because it sparked a lot of debate, and it was a fun discussion, and we also had some funny moments on that video too. So yeah, check that out, our Hardwired to Self-Destruct. And Lars Ulrich and James and Kirk, if you guys are watching, we would love to have you on NerdCage Live, by the way. Just saying. Wishful thinking. That will probably never happen. But wishful thinking. We all have our like list of, like, you know, people we want to have on NerdCage that we know we won't, but they're on our wish list anyway to interview. Whew, all right. So,
Brian wants to know what part of Jersey Kim is from.
Oh, I'm in like the northeastern part of New Jersey. It's a small town where nothing ever happens. So that's where I am.
Oh, also, Norton's Chin in the chat wants to know if you're an Arch Enemy fan.
Kinda.
I like them better when Angela was still in the band. I don't want to put her down, but I was never an Agonist fan, so I prefer old school Arch Enemy. But oh, by the way, Gorgiro fan Valerie's in the chat, so thanks. Hi Valerie, thank you for stopping in. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat right now. Shay Smither says, I was surprised when you first said Soundgarden was your favorite band with how much of a metal fan you are, Jay. Alright, so let me just respond to that real quick. So Shay, Soundgarden is a metal band, okay? So I don't know how much Soundgarden you listen to, but their earlier albums from Bad Motorfinger prior was definitely heavy. And the Super Unknown, which was their biggest album, is their mainstream album, and it doesn't really have a lot of heavy songs, but all the stuff prior to that is certainly heavy, and Chris Cornell is the best vocalist of all time, no cap. Kim, do you like Soundgarden or no?
Yeah, I like them.
Okay, good answer.
You would have kicked me out if I said no, huh?
No, I wouldn't have kicked you out, but you definitely would have like shattered me into a million pieces, and I would have been surprised. Given everything else you listened to, I would have been surprised. Speaking of Soundgarden, I know you're an Evanescence fan. I don't know if I can find an actual recording, but have you heard the Evanescence when they covered 4th of July?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I know it's floating around YouTube somewhere out there, but like one of their live performances, they covered Soundgarden's 4th of July. It's freaking amazing. I wish they recorded that like in studio because it's such a great cover. Usually I don't like bands covering like bands I already like. It kind of pisses me off to no degree, but that one's an exception. Yeah, if you can find it, I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. Evanescence covered 4th of July from Soundgarden, which is one of my favorite Soundgarden songs, by the way. Check that out. It's actually really freaking awesome. Also loved it in the on their first live album. They covered Korn.
Oh yeah, Thoughtless.
Yes, that was freaking awesome too. Like Evanescence can do some really great freaking covers. One more Evanescence question, and we can kind of move on. What did you think of when they did the Freak on the Leash with Korn Unplugged?
I liked it.
I wasn't too big on it. Not Amy, but like I didn't like that album because Korn and Unplugged don't really make a hit. That's just my opinion. When bands unplug, I typically like it, like when Nirvana and Pearl Jam and all them did it. But when Korn did it, it didn't work for me. I like to say Amy was great on that song, but Korn and Unplugged just don't work for me. That's just my opinion. That's not a shot at Amy, that's more a shot at Korn.
Fair enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
Someone in the chat is saying, "Hey Joe, say something."
Yeah,
that's his buddy there. He's being a troll. Yeah. All right. So I have not been paying attention to the chat the whole time, so I'm kind of like trying to get.
I'm monitoring the chat.
I was gonna go on my list.
What are you doing? Do your job.
But I don't want to ramble, you know.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
A
All right. So we covered music. We covered movies. Anything. We covered a little bit of gaming here. I don't know. Kim, is there any like upcoming like movie you're excited for in 2021?
Not really, honestly. I haven't really been paying attention to like movies other than GVK, but that's came and went. That died down months ago. But yeah, I've just been kind of living under a rock these days.
Yeah. What?
I don't know what's going on.
Okay. I know what I want to ask you. We never actually got to talk about it, but Singular Point.
singular point. I do have a review coming out. I wanted to get it out like the same week it came out in the US, but I was so busy with the move and everything, so I didn't have time to do it. But
by the way, I love your new setup. By the way.
Oh, thank you.
You can see all your figurines. It looks really
I got some Kaiju, got Godzilla on top there, and I also got some Power Rangers and a little bit of Pokemon over there. I don't know if it's like cut off, but there's Pokemon over there, and a little bit of Sonic at the bottom there.
Oh, actually, speaking of what, that's a good topic. What'd you think of? I've never seen it, but what'd you think of Detective Pikachu and the Sonic movie?
I loved both of them. I think I liked Sonic a little more, but they were both enjoyable films. I liked the Sonic movie. I didn't think I was going to, and I did. I liked it a lot. I'm stoked for Sonic 2 because my man Knuckles. I'm a Knuckles yes,
guy.
I'm so looking forward to that.
Yes, I'm excited to see Knuckles now. I did not see Detective Pikachu. Don't kill me. I'm not a Pokemon fan.
How dare you? No.
Even when it first came out, I wasn't into it. I don't know. It never really spoke to me. But when I saw the trailer for Detective Pikachu, and I heard of all people, Deadpool himself, Ryan Reynolds doing the voice of Pikachu, it just sounded so weird to hear Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu. Anywho, I didn't see it. Maybe I'll dip my toes in it. I don't know if I'll like it because I don't know a whole lot. I'm not big on the lore of Pokemon that much.
I mean, if you're not really into Pokemon, I wouldn't bother. Okay. It's for the fans.
I only know like Jigglypuff and a few others from Smash Brothers. I don't know like the whole story about gotta catch them all and all that stuff. But yeah, no, I haven't seen it. I just never bothered with it. So I'm not gonna like critique the movie because I haven't seen it. So, but Sonic, yes, Sonic, I legit like. I actually really like it. Like I said, I didn't think I was going to. And I was one of those ones who had that knee-jerk reaction when that first trailer dropped. Thank God they redesigned it. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
But for me, I loved Jim Carrey as Robotnik because that was like the best we've seen Jim Carrey in decades. That was like 90s Jim Carrey. So,
Sayonara.
Yeah, I actually really excited. Alexander DeSwell, if you were watching, yes, I did like the Sonic movie. And I'm excited for Sonic 2.
Scott Bannock wants to know if Kim is a fan of Indiana Jones.
I've never really seen any Indiana Jones.
Oh my God! You know what? That's a better answer than no. Because if you said no, Scott probably would have like lost his mind.
I know. I've been living under a rock for my entire life. I've only been watching Godzilla movies and Disney movies and Pokemon and Power Rangers.
Hey, Indiana Jones, the 4K set just came out. Just saying. I'll say this: skip Crystal Skull. Just watch the first 3.
I've heard not nice things
You're gonna
about
get
that.
Scott going.
I don't care, Scott. I don't care. Hey, look at that Derek from Bonus Commentaries here. Yeah, Scott, listen. Crystal Skull sucks. Get over it. You're like one of the only people who like. I'm just thinking.
Logan wants to know who Kim is going to have on her live show this weekend.
Oh, I'm going to have the artist who did the artwork for my Chill with Kaiju Kim live stream, like the title card that you see, and also that's also the he also did the banner. Yeah, words are hard. My channel banner. So the artist who did that is going to be on my live stream this weekend, Mr. Pansy Raptor.
Oh, nice. Speaking of, tell everybody about your live show and when you usually go on, what you do.
All right, so Chill with Kaiju Kim is live every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's basically a talk show where I have fans of the Kaiju and Toku stuff on my show, and we just talk about stuff. Last week, I had Michael Hamilton from the Kaiju Weekly podcast, and we had a nice conversation. And yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, I popped in for a brief moment that night. I don't know if you saw me.
I did. I didn't get a chance to respond, but I did see you in the chat.
I know you're engaged, and I know. Oh, yeah, and another thing is that you do giveaways too. So.
Yeah, we do giveaways every once in a while. So if you tune in, you might get something. Oh.
Yes. So again, just tell our fans here what time you usually go live on Sundays.
7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yes, sub up to Kaiju Kim. so you don't miss a notification when she goes live. She goes live Sundays at 7. Yeah, Sunday's always a good night for streaming because we got Kaiju Kim goes on, and then you got Titan.
It seems to be all kaiju stuff on Sundays.
Kaiju Sunday.
Kaiju Sunday, yeah, there you go.
I'd like to welcome bonus commentary to the chat.
Yep. Yes. Sub him up too. He I just started dipping my toes into his content. It's definitely I watched this Hedora video because he promoted it on our NerdCage Live discussion group. Speaking of, I'm shameless self promote here. If you haven't already, link is in the description. Join our NerdCage Live Facebook discussion group. All are welcome. Now listen, not only that we shamelessly promote our material, our videos, our upcoming shows, but those who are in there can promote their material. So if you are a YouTube content creator, you can post on the NerdCage Live discussion group, as well as we always have Mark does a great job posting questions and debates on there. And of course, any breaking news. So yeah, join the NerdCage Live discussion group. It's not just the NerdCage Live, it's everybody's NerdCage Live discussion group where everyone hangs out, promotes the material, and so on and so forth. So please, if you haven't already, please join it. It's always a great time. All are welcome. It's something it's growing every day. There's always something going on. So definitely please check that out. And yeah, so that's how Derek promoted his Hedora video when Godzilla vs. Hedra. It turned 50 last week. By the way, I'm not a fan of that movie, but it turned 50. Despite the fact I'm not a fan of that movie, it was cool seeing everybody's content of Godzilla vs. Hedra. So yeah, check out bonus commentary. And Derek, we plan on having you back soon too. And plus, I gotta talk to you about a couple things, Derek, if you're still in the chat. All right, so listen, it's getting close to 9 o'clock, so I want to open up the floor to the chat. Is there any, to the chat, got any questions for Kim? Any questions, comments for Kim or myself or Joe? This is the last call. The bar's closing. Last call because we want to go watch Suicide Squad, which is on HBO Max.
I think I can pull one question way back in the chat that I saw. I think it was Laura who asked, Power Rangers reboot, yes or no?
They have to do it right. They have to do it not like the 2017 movie, because that one could have been a lot better.
It was okay. I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it, but it could have been a lot better.
Yes, I agree. It definitely could have been better.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't Jason David Frank doing something like that right now?
Is he?
Yeah, I've heard that there's someone. Shay Smithers, I know you know this. If you're in the chat, please explain. I'm pretty sure it was Shay who said on one of our earlier streams that Jason David Frank and some of the original cast are working on some time travel Power Rangers project or something that's like it involves like the original cast. So I don't know. Shay, if you're still in here, like post it like right now. Also, Shay's got a question. Joe, go ahead. I'll let you take that.
Get back to it.
He just posted it.
Any thoughts on the Why the Last Man trailer?
I did not watch it. Joe, Kim, did you guys watch that trailer?
Mm-mm.
It just dropped like a couple hours ago. I didn't see it. I think Mark posted it on the discussion group today. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I'll have to look at it too. I haven't seen it either.
I posted. Yeah, Mark posted. And I haven't. I feel bad. Mark posted. And I hadn't. I worked and slept all day, so I didn't. I didn't get this. So I missed most of the stuff that was posted on our page today. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm just looking at the chat here. Any? Like I said, last call, and yes, Ian Lewis. Yes, Suicide Squad is on HBO Max right now. As soon as we get off air, we're gonna watch it. So if anyone who's watching the movie right now, don't post anything. Don't spoil it. It's only been on air for it just went on air like an hour ago. So there we go.
Shay said it was him. I don't know who it was though.
Okay, yeah. So okay. Derek also said. By the way, Derek also complimented. He says he loves your channel. Keep it up. Derek also asks. I'm guessing he's asking to all three of us. Prime Jackie Chan or Prime Donnie Yen? Joe, go ahead. You go first.
I always have to put it with Jackie. I just do.
Jackie all day, every day, twice on Sundays. By the way, if you guys have not seen it, our 25th anniversary of Super Cop just dropped yesterday. Check it out. It's awesome. Mark did a fantastic edit there. Super Cop is Police Story Part 3 for those who don't know. But yes, the 25th anniversary of the U.S. release was last week. We did a video. Please check it out. Anytime we talk Jackie Chan, it's always a hoot. So yes, please check out our Super Cop. It's our latest look back. It's our latest content. Please check it out if you haven't already. Kim, Jackie Chan or Jet Li or Donnie Yen?
Jackie Chan.
Awesome. Unanimous decision. There you go. Jackie Chan all day.
I do have to mention this. Next Thursday is going to be a big day for me because Titans comes back for season 3.
Yes. Kim, have you watched? Have you seen the show Titans on HBO Max?
I have not.
Do you remember Teen Titans?
Yes.
Okay, it's a live action version, but very adult oriented. Season 3 drops next week. Definitely highly recommend if you haven't seen it already. Yeah, Scott, you're wrong. I knew that. I knew you were wrong, but I wasn't going to say that. But since you mentioned it, yeah, you were wrong. Okay, so so Kim, we'll wrap it up here. So go ahead, plug yourself in, what you do, and again, for those who don't know, all of Kim's links are in the description. Her channel, Instagram, Facebook fan page, Twitter, all the links in the description. But Kim, go ahead and plug yourself in before we call it night.
All right, so you can find me here on YouTube under Kaiju Kim. Check me out for wholesome and delightfully stupid kaiju content. I go live every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You can follow me on Twitter at Kaiju Kim to get an idea of what I have coming up next. And I'm also on Instagram, Kaiju_Kim. I don't post there as often as I should, but you can still follow me on there if you want to. But yay, that's me. Yay.
Yes, absolutely. Joe, is there anything you want to plug in, dude?
Well, you can find me at Twitter at Fall1Gaming, or you can find me on the discussion group, whichever's easier for you.
Absolutely. And Joe, thanks for all you do. Thanks for being the Troll Hammer. You do a great job. And of course, Joe, we got. I'm trying to think. The Mario video still baking in the oven, everybody, which will premiere on the 26th. So yeah. So next week, Joe and I, we're gonna go live next week. We just don't know who or what we're gonna be doing next week. We haven't. Next week kind of went like unplanned for this month, but we will be live next Thursday, same bat time, same bat channel, 8 o'clock. We just don't know what we're gonna cover. I mean, anything can happen between now and then. Any breaking news, whatever. So yeah. So next week, it may just be me and Joe hanging out, but we're gonna go live next Thursday. But the more important thing I want to promote real quick, mark your calendars if you haven't already, if you missed the promo earlier. On the 19th, Thursday at 9 p.m., not 8, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be the Suicide Squad watch party, and we got a loaded goddamn cast. Review Roulette Podcast, Off the Beaten Podcast, Yoko Higuchi, Brian from Monstrosities, Wild Band. Yeah, we got a whole loaded cast for the Suicide Squad watch party. So, assuming this movie's good, which we're going to find out, which we'll be reviewing this weekend, by the way, and we'll drop those videos. Please, let's watch Suicide Squad together. Thank you to everyone who came to the Scott Pilgrim watch party. That was a hoot. This is going to be just as fun. So, please, Suicide Squad watch party on the 19th. And speaking of Suicide Squad, I don't know what time, but Sunday, I don't know what time. Anytime we're gonna be doing the spoiler stream. So we're gonna do it sometime on Sunday. We don't know what time yet. So keep your eyes open for that. There'll be a spoiler discussion, full-blown spoiler of Suicide Squad, because we're too lazy to edit. So be on the lookout for that. That'll be sometime Sunday. I don't know what time yet. Whenever Mark gets out of work. And yeah, and then we'll do a spoiler-free Raptor review, which will hopefully drop sometime during the week next week. And again, the Mario video still baking in the oven, which is set to premiere on the 26th, which will be taken off because Mark is away, Joe's on vacation, and I ain't going solo. So we're gonna premiere the Mario discussion video, and you guys are gonna love it. And it's gonna be awesome. Everything's gonna be great. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Oh, And NerdCage Live is on TikTok. And NerdCage Live is on Instagram. So please, the links are in the description. So check us out on TikTok. We do quick 30-second rapid reviews. And yes. So NerdCage Live is entering the cool kids realm. No, we're not dancing, but we're doing reviews like we do best. So check us out on TikTok. Check us out on Instagram. And of course, if you haven't already, please join the NerdCage Live Facebook discussion group. So before we go, Kaiju Kim, thank you so much for spending time with us bozos here. And making our stream a lot more sophisticated and awesome. So thank you for that.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So that being said, would you like to come back on NerdCage Live sometime?
Sure, why not?
Awesome. Appreciate that. I was putting you on the spot. I don't care. I love putting people on the spot. So yes. So please subscribe and check out Kaiju Kim. She is awesome at what she does, and she's also a fellow metalhead and a big part of the Kaiju community. So please check her out and check out all her work and her videos and her live streams with Chill with Kaiju Kim. Again, thank you very much. Thank you to Joe and to everybody in the chat. Joe, let's say our goodbyes. Who's in the chat real quick? Say goodbye to everybody in the chat.
We got Norton's Chin, Shay, bonus commentary, Byron Kingsley, Scott Bannock, Paul Tackett, Ian Lewis, Laura Fitkin, Brian from Monstrosities.
Yes. So, thank you to everybody who stopped in tonight.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out.
Yes. Thank you for everyone who's stopping in tonight. Again, keep a lookout for the spoiler. Like I said, do not jump on if you have not seen the movie, don't be in the live stream because we don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it for anyone. So it's going to be a full-blown spoiler discussion, spoiler warnings, and everything. So keep your eyes looking for that and be on the lookout for next Thursday's show, and of course, Suicide Squad Watch Party on the 19th. Thank you so much, everybody. So before we go, we ask you to please like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, run that shit like syphilis. So USA, from New Jersey to Syracuse, New York, and to all of our friends and fans around the world at NerdCage Live and Kaiju Kim. Enjoy life. Stay safe. And good night.
Night.
Bye.
Yes, that is your hand. Very good.
NerdCage Nation, at long last, the streaming blockbuster hype continues once again as NerdCage Live gears up for another kick-ass watch party as we go into battle once again for the James Gunn Suicide Squad watch party on Thursday, August 19th, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 8 p.m. Central and 6 p.m. in the West. And we have assembled a Task Force X squad of our own. We got NerdCage host Mark Withers, filmmaker extraordinaire Yoko Higuchi, the manga man himself, Brian from Monstrosities, Toku Titan cast leader Titan Goji brings the ruckus, voice actor supreme Matthew Farden, Chicago's finest Dion McGill of Off the Beaten Podcast, the well-traveled Wild Band, and the king and queen of watch parties, Nick and Laura of the Review Roulette Podcast. The squad has been assembled. Thursday, August 19th. Be there.
Ooh, trying to get out of the NerdCage, are ya? Well, before you go, hit that subscribe button. And if you're really intrigued, ring that bell. Thank you for dropping by. Until next time, tell everyone you know about NerdCage Live!